Okay, this is Scoutbook. It's the new software we'll be using to track our PAC's advancements. Scoutbook is now owned by the Boy Scouts of America, um, and it's basically a social network where we can enter in advancements, see the progress our scouts and as parents, our sons are making towards achieving their next rank. And so you go to scoutbook.com, you land on this page, and you can click member login, and you'll be sent an invitation to join. You log in. This is the home page. Once you're logged in, um, the blog, the news, the videos, not much there. Forums, there's some good information there, and we'll be using that some as a pack and as DINs, and I'll show you that later. Let me show you where to get started. You start on my dashboard, and that takes you to a main screen. Here I see my family, being Kinsey. All the boys are scouts in my DIN, and you see here, I see the percentage to their next rank. So let's go to an individual scout page. Here's Kinsey's page. You see percentage to Arrow of Light, his past achievements, his current Weeblo activity badges. You see some belt loops. I did not go in and enter them all because it's incredibly time consuming to do. And we will not be entering them in for scouts. All of this will show up over time with the natural scout year. And as you do activities in your DIN, as we do activities as a pack, this is going to get filled up. You can edit the scout's profile. There's not any reason for you to do it though. There might be a few things to add, but do not change their birthday. Do not change anything in their name, because we have it lined up with the Boy Scouts of America, and even if a name's misspelled, that's how the Boy Scouts have it spelled, and so it's important to keep it the way it is. You see Kinsey's connections. That's how you control who has access to Kinsey's information. So, where, let's say, Mary Watley, who's his DIN leader, has full control, that means she can do anything. As where Monica has view profile, view advancements, and edit advancements, which is the way we're setting up all parents. That way they can see their son's page, and they can also enter in activities that they achieve at home, and that goes into the system for a DIN leader's approval. Another important thing that can save you time, whether you're on a DIN page or a Scouts page, you can just click on this bar up here, and it gives you some simple navigation where you can immediately jump to the next person. You'll see Kinsey has a picture where Benito does not. That's just because it has not been uploaded yet, and we'll get that handled over time. Let's go to a DIN page. I'm going to go to Weeblo's DIN X. Weeblo's DIN X is an inactive and fake DIN, and I have a fake DIN for every level in Cub Scouting. We have two inactive scouts, Brant and Ryan, and I just didn't want to delete their information. And then we have these three fake scouts. Things you need to know on this. Whenever you see these gears, that means you can customize what you see. And so if I add show date of birth, then, date of birth, age 10. You see all that. There are the change you see when a chain is closed like this, it means I'm connected to them. When a chain is open, it means that this parent has been invited to join Scoutbook and be attached to a son, but hasn't done it yet. And so you can kind of watch that with your den, and we can resend invitations when needed. Let's see. I'm going through my list. I'm sorry. Let's create an event. Up here, you see upcoming events. And so, I have these, a few fake events, and let's add another one. This is going to change over time. Here you see, and this can be controlled right here, what calendars you want to see. And right now, Weeblo 6, Den 6, and the PAG calendar, and the Den X calendar. All these have this iCal address, and you can provide this to your parents, and they can add it into iCal, they can add it into Google Calendars, and it's automatically going to show up on their iPhones or whatever. And so that's a great tool. But let's add a new Den X event. Okay, so we're gonna we want to put it on the Den X calendar. It's a Den meeting. The name of it is, we'll say Scouting Badge, because I think there's something like that. We'll set it for July 1st, and we'll do it at midnight. And you see here on the invitees, we have Scott Eggers, who he's set up as a leader on this, and the 3 active Weebelos. You can click here to say you want an RSVP. If you need permission slips, the official BSA slips are in here, and they automatically fill out. Parents can go and sign them, and it's all official. It's an outdoor activity. Yeah, we'll do a service project. Yeah, we'll do it for the church. And we want parental involvement. All these help us with our journey to excellence. And also, when you send out reminders over here, this information is included. That I need parental help. We're doing a service project. It's outdoor activity. Let's see, manage advancements real quick. And I'm trying to think what to do. We'll do a pin just for simplicity. So, and I'll change it to archery. Okay. And let me add one more. We'll set it up for an old activity badge. So we'll do the artist too. You can go in and you can say what you're going to achieve at the event. Well, let's just do this. We're going to achieve everything but number 2 at the event. And so the home assignment is number 2. And so you see here, at event, all these, the home assignment they need to achieve on their own is number 2. So we have all this information about the event. The important thing about this planned achievement is it helps you plan, but also in the future, we've been told in the forums that this will track and go into this boy's, the Scout's record, and it will automatically be marked for them. It doesn't work now, but hopefully soon it's going to. So so we're going to set up a reminder for 1 hour from now. And that's going to send out an email that tells them, oh, we're doing this. Um, it's an outdoor. It's a den meeting, archery badge, First Methodist, midnight, whatever. It's an outdoor activity. It's a service project, and parental involvement. All that information will be there, and it will be sent to the leader and also the scout parents. And so it really makes it easier. You don't go ahead and set it up where you do things way ahead of time this way. So I'll see if I can cancel that. I've never tried that. But anyhow, so actually I'm going to cancel that and not save it. Let me show you how to use an event. And so let's go to this den meeting. And this is what you'd see on your iPhone, on your iPad, on your computer when you're at an event. We went to the park and we were working on the forestry badge. When you're there, you can click this attendance button and go through and mark the boys. And you see the attendance increases when I do that. And like I said, hopefully in the future, that will mark off what we said we were to achieve during the event. And so this is the best way in the future to say what the boys achieved and get it entered in the system. Let me go. I can't do it that way. Let me go back to the DenX page and show you how to do a quick entry of achievements. This is the pack page, DenX. So down here, and this is where you can manually send a message, and I'll show you that here in a while. So let's go to quick entry. What should we have them do? Let's give them a belt loop or something. Let's go fishing. So you see, we have our scouts. I don't want to give it to Ryan or Brant, just to not mess up their record. We'll say we achieved it today. We got the belt loop, and I don't remember how many. Let's give them a pin too. Well, you'll just do all kinds of stuff. Not sure what the minimum requirements are. And so I've gone through, checked off what they did for these 3 scouts. Typically, you would click this approved and recorded, but I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to show you something else. So we're just going to save it. This can sometimes take a while. I found Firefox is the fastest out of all the major browsers. Internet Explorer does not work well with this system at all, but it doesn't work well with many systems. So, all right, now let's go back. Let's look at Bill Weebelow's page now, and you see, well, there's his fishing and his fishing pin. So that's good. So the quick entry is the second best way to enter awards quickly, because you can do it in mass based on attendance. Now let me show you how to enter in individual. Let's say Bill did something on his own, or his parents helped him with something at home, and this how parents would enter it. So let's say we did the duty to God and you. Earn your religious emblem. Yeah, he did that. Oh, well, when did he do it? Oh, he did it today. He helped plan and support an activity. Yeah, okay. He did it today. You see, this is very tedious and time consuming to do. And you can only imagine doing it for a whole 10. it would, it takes a lot of time. So this is the least desirable way to enter in achievements. But you can go in for individual scouts and do it this way. All of this is date based, so you can go back and see when it was completed. Here's the legend. If something started, something completed, leader approved, and awarded. So let's go back to the den. Down at the bottom, you'll see den reports. And this is important for you. If you remember, I did not, when we did quick entry, I did not approve anything. I just said it was complete. And so here you see fishing belt loop requirements, fishing pin requirements for all these boys. And this is another belt loop and pin that I'd done for them the other day. And so now I can go in here and say, this is only my den. Oh yeah, I'm a den leader. I can approve things. So I'm going to approve them all. And this is the only, out of the reports that are at the bottom, this is the only one that you as a den leader need to use. There's the purchasing report and the awarding report, which our advancement chair will be using. And there's no reason for you to use them. It could mess up the system. In the purchasing report, what it does, you see it's added, here's the fishing belt loop. Here's a fishing belt loop for each one of these. And so what we can do is add them to an existing purchase report. Actually, this is probably, yeah. And so, like, this is a real purchasing report that we had, will do. And this is, then we can go into the store and it's, we need 2 artist pins and we need 1 compass point. And it separates it out by product, makes it a lot easier to do. And then there's the awarding report, which just it creates a printout of what needs to be awarded. Bill. So we print out this for the let's say a PAG meeting, and we just go down it. For this one boy, he got all this. We know that this one scout got all this, and so it just makes it easier than the strips of paper we've been using, and it's automated too, so that's very nice. So the only one you need really is the approval report. Let's send a message, but let me switch to my den to show you one different thing. So we're going to send a message out to our den. And this is another, you can do it through the events or you can do it through this, whichever way, or both. So here we go. Everybody who's green obviously is getting the message. We have parents, we have leaders, and we have scouts. We don't have any scouts because none of our scouts have their own control of their account. According to some BSA stuff, you have to be 13 or something like that. And since the scouts don't have emails, they're not there. Let's say Jack's going to help us on this, so I'm going to include Jack. When you see on mine, I have this little phone. That means I've gone in and said I can accept text messages, and I'm willing to. and I'll show you that later. So you go down, and we're going to say Dan meeting. Hope to see you there. Input whatever information you want to switch between text message or send email. Here's one really nice feature. Let's say I want to include the pack calendar. Oh, there's all the upcoming events for the pack calendar. And I also want to include my DIN calendar. So there's all that. And so that's all included. You don't have to type it. It's done. Then obviously send message and it goes out. You can also make a DIN roster. And so we'll go into my Webelos DIN 6. And we go down and DIN print roster. And so I want Webelos DIN 6. I want to show parents and I want their phone numbers and emails. And let's make it a birthday. So I know the boy's birthday. So go to view roster. Boom. There you go. The information you need. And you're set up there. One other thing. Let's go to the pack page. So I'm going to go to the pack form. We'll have a pack form and we'll also have a Weber DIN form for every DIN. I really see these as more bulletin boards than a discussion forum. Just posting things like here in the pack form, this is a fake camp out where we can put up, oh, we're having a camp out. Here's where you register. Here's the information you need on it. And comes up, actually, this is turned off now, but this is where you could register for a camp out, which is going to make us. And so you'll also have a form for your DIN that we'll set up. And so that's another good way to communicate outside of the messaging. Let me show you the connections manager. And I think I'll do it on this DIN too because it will show it better. So this is the connection manager. Here's the legend up at the top. View profile, edit profile, view advancement, edit advancement, and full control. Full control just means the lower four. And so, James and Mary, they have full control of each scout. Parents we're going to set up with view profile and edit advancements. That way they don't go in and perhaps mess up some things in the profile that keep us from sending information to BSA. But all you have to do is go in, click, and you can adjust this as needed. But it's all set up correctly now. So let's go back to my dashboard. Down here, you have reports. And there's a report builder built in. Here's one for my DIN. And this is changing a little bit right now. I'm working on some kinks. But this is for all our activity pins in our Arrow of Light and the Webelos badge. It shows the percentage everybody's done. Like the artist. I see that Kinsey and Sammy have finished it where everybody else hasn't gotten the home assignment turned into us. So I need to remind people about the home assignments and see who's gotten them done. Or remind them to get online and enter it. The naturalists, which we did, everyone did those, but I know we're missing one requirement that we're going to do at a future DIN meeting. And so this is very useful. as a den leader to plan. Let me show you how you can build one. You can go to Report Builder. This is for Cub Scouts. Let's do a custom one. For yeah, we'll do it for academics and sports, and we'll do it for Den X. And I'm going to show complete show dates. And you enter in whatever. I'm not going to enter in a title because I'm not going to save it to my dashboard. Let's generate the report. And so it shows when the different things were completed. If it wasn't completed, it would show a percent of what has been done. And so you can make good reports to track where your entire den is on different elements with this. It's really a matter of playing around with it to figure out how it's going to work best for you. Let me show you the individual adult pages. So here's my account. It looks similar to a Scout account. My email, my password, I'd edit my profile. The service camping and hiking logs will be filled out over several years. It shows my positions, my training, which is really great. You can go in here and just click ScoutNet sync. As long as your BSA number is in the system, it will automatically pull in all your training. And so, our training chair will be able to create a report just on training. Actually, it's already built in. And so we always know we're up to date. And so this is always on your phone, too. If you're at a camp out and they need proof of YPT, just go to Scoutbook and it'll show it. It's wonderful. Let me show you that. So under Edit Profile, you can, if you enter in a mobile number and choose your carrier, and then they verify it, they send you a text, you reply back or something like that. That's when all of it's acted, and you're able to accept text. But this is a great system. What we're going to do is go in and assign you as den leaders fake dens. Like the Tiger 999 or the Bear 999, so on and so forth, that have fake scouts, so you can kind of play around and get a feel for the system. Once you know what you're doing and they're comfortable with it, then we can get you on your real den, and you'll be able to track advancements immediately and get things rolling into purchasing reports and stuff like that. I will remind you, don't go in and award old belt loops or things like that. We will get it correct on Tiger and Wolf and things like that. There's a way to do that where it doesn't go into a purchasing report, and the administrator will take care of that for you. But and don't go in and change boys' names or dates of birth. I appreciate y'all's time, and I hope y'all find this as useful as I have.